Welcome back, everybody. After 13 years and a lot of politics, the National 9/11 Memorial and Museum is officially opening to the public this Wednesday. Tickets are $24, but are free for victims of families and 9/11 rescue and recovery workers. Many are calling this a milestone for this city. So we all saw the images this week. 13 years, though, it took, and it was a lot of politics. But was it a proud moment for the New Yorkers? You're the New Yorker here, Dee Dee, right now.
Well, you know, it's interesting, man, because I was looking at social media last night. I had a lot of friends. I didn't go, but a lot of friends did. And they said it was raining when they left, and they thought it was so important, but they were just so saddened. I mean, it was just a really sad, solemn situation, and it just reminded them of what really happened. And young kids, they weren't even alive. It's good for them to understand it all.
Absolutely. And we've commented on this before. You were in the White House, I was on Wall Street. So when you walk through this, and I have been through it already, and it's almost impossible not to have a tear in your eye when you do go through. Just a little controversy, though. A lot of people are saying, hey, $24, maybe that's a little bit too much to be profiting on such a tragedy. Thoughts on that?
It seems unfair, almost. It just seems, I don't know, there just something seems wrong about charging money to go see a memorial.
And it seems high. I agree. I think that's a little high.
But it is quite amazing. It's seven stories into the ground. It's the footprint of Tower 2. Oh, wow. Absolutely worth seeing. We recommend it to everybody. Something else happened in New York City this week. I mean, it's always busy in New York City, right? Well, Alec Baldwin was arrested. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he was riding his bike. If you didn't hear, he was going the wrong way, got a little hot-headed. I know that's a little bit, his persona there. But that's when the cuffs went on everybody. And his comment, there's one crime worse in New York, and that's terrorism. I thought that was the most distasteful thing.
And thanks for the news flash. Where did that come from? Was he on drugs? What was the deal? And plus, with what's going on with 9/11,
exactly.
How rude.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was highly inappropriate, that comment. Especially, I understand in New York they're a little difficult. They're trying to give a lot of tickets out and everything else. Highly inappropriate comment. But that's something new from Alec Baldwin, though.
That's true. That's
Sounds like he just wanted to
surprised.
deflect from the focus on him.
All right, and Dr. Bart, we talk about these win-win personalities. Was this a win-lose personality or moment?
I think he's got a real personality problem. He has too many sides to him that are just negative, and I think everybody kind of identifies with those sides now, and I think it's most unfortunate. It's a losing situation for him, I think.
He just needs to stay in character. Be the character on 30 Rock. Great character. Just stay in character, Alex.
Well, I will say one thing about those. If you've been in New York City and driven, and you see those bicycles coming when you're I think it's dangerous. I think it's a horrible program, and I'm just gonna say I almost hit a bicycle rider. So I'm just saying I don't think it's the safest thing.
Well, I thought the idea was great, except there's no helmets.
Well, that's true too. The city bikes, absolutely. There's no helmets. So, all right, well, thankfully, Baldwin did make it to Barbara Walters' party at the Four Seasons, but it was a busy day beforehand for the 84-year-old Walters, who is retiring. Oprah and Hillary Clinton praise Walters for helping open the door to women in television news, and I'm one of those ladies, so I have to say thank you very much. But it certainly was quite a reception that they had. I don't know if anybody caught it.
I think she was like the Iron Lady, to not just break down and cry and be emotional. I mean, I have to say, that took.
I'm going to cry after this show. I mean,
yeah, exactly, right.
But I mean, did you watch any of the footage there, Helene? I mean, just to see what she had done, and just as a female, and just to see what she did, and sort of was a trailblazer for women.
I've been following her forever. I thought she's been terrific for women, for TV, for so many different areas of letting us as women get ahead in society. My hat's off to her.
Absolutely. Hey, Dr. Bart, can you hear me on this one?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, just talk to me about, it wasn't an easy time for her because women in television, well, there were none. So she really was one of the first. Just about her personality to be able to deal with probably a couple of people who didn't like to see her there.
Well, when I think of her, I definitely think of a winning personality because she's very tough-minded, pushy, but she doesn't really overdo that either. And she's comfortable in her own skin. She's very consistent, an excellent listener, and she also provided something else for all the watchers. And that is, what is the personality of this person who I'm interviewing? She was excellent at drawing out the stuff that makes this person who he is or who she is. And that's what made her, I think, really terrific.
Well, Mia, I want to ask you, if I may, since you're a 3-time Emmy Award-winning journalist, who do you like better? Not to put you on the spot, but I will. Oprah or Barbara?
Oh, Barbara.
Yeah, I agree with you. I knew we'd agree.
No, because I don't.
I won't say Letterman because that's not fair.
No, that we can't do that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm going to say absolutely Barbara. I think because she was the first one. I don't know if she put her ego out there as much. And that
I
was,
think she's better. I think she's a great interviewer. One
yeah,
of the best.
I think she absolutely is
Fantastic.
too.
Very good.
And she didn't have to have the Barbara magazine and the Barbara Network and
Right.
this and that. So I kind of thought that maybe she was a little
She's
bit
sort
more
of understated.
humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way she operates.
Yep.
Good lady.
All right, thumbs up from Fresh Outlook for Barbara Walters, and congratulations on her retirement. I can't believe she's
You're going to
84.
take her place, right, Mia?
I can't believe she's 84 years old. That's what I
Yeah,
can't believe.
she's tough.
All right, well, meantime, we've got a little bit more celebrity news out of New York City this week. Solange, Jay-Z, and his wife, Beyonce, well, they had quite an elevator ride, if you haven't heard about it. Surveillance video showed Solange, the younger sister of Beyonce, hitting and kicking her brother-in-law. What was up with this ride?
You know, I feel bad, but I laughed so hard when I saw this, and I know it's not funny, but it was just so weird. Here you've got big old JC, and you got big old JC's bodyguard, and you've got Solange just kicking away, and he grabs her foot. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but this is Jerry Springer time. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I expected to see Jerry Springer in that
and Beyonce's
elevator.
just standing there. Okay, I'm not getting into this one. Not between sister and husband. No, I'm out.
Well, I have to say one thing though. Even though we did laugh, it certainly was abusive behavior. I mean, you have to call it for what it is. It was certainly abusive behavior, and I don't know if she's going to get charged with anything, but maybe she needs a little
that'd be
anger
bad.
management, perhaps.
I have to
Alex.
admit, I'm curious as to what it was about.
Yeah, what was it about?
Well, they only released a very minimal statement saying these things happen in families. I'm like, really? I'm not really sure that hasn't happened in my family.
Missed that.
But didn't you notice after it happened, they started questioning Solange and her mental stability, but they really got away from what was ignited her. She went, I mean, Dr. Rossi, we know better than
Right.
anybody, but you don't go that crazy for no reason and not have your sister defend her husband in that point, or at least try to mediate. So it's probably
Hey, Dr. Bart, weigh in on Tom's
point.
comment there. Did you hear that?
Point.
Yeah, I think that, that families do have problems. Everybody has problems, of course, but this is a little bit beyond the pale of reason. And I think they should also know that they're always going to be on camera wherever they go. There's cameras everywhere today. They should be most sensitive to that. And here they are on an elevator getting actually taped. And I think it's kind of unfortunate, and it tells you that their mindset, or at least her mindset, was not in the right place.
Good comment there, and especially in television, we always know that
Yeah,
the
but
mic
was
is
he
on.
cheating? What was going on?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Well, I think Beyonce would have been in on it if he was cheating.
Well, that's true. You know what? You're right, man. That's true.
All right, well, listen, hey, we're going to turn to some happier news. How cute was this photo? Did you all see the twin girls born to an Ohio couple? They were photographed holding hands. It's a picture that has gone around the world, and it just really was amazing. They're a special kind of twin, and they were holding hands. It's just so precious.
Yeah, I usually make fun of your little happy moments at the end. Yeah, but this one I'll say it is really super duper cute. The little babies.
You know it's a great news week when this makes the news, but I guess it's pretty important because, there's so many different positions they could end up in, and the fact that they were holding hands.
And
Nice.
I got to say, hands off to the photographer who got
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well done.
Dr. Bart, I think that's going to be a happy mom and dad, and they're going to probably be best friends for life.
I think it highlights humanity and what we're all about. And I thought it was great.
Well, finally, we're going to leave you with one last nice picture, Dee Dee.
Oh, you're so sweet. She always wants to be sweet.
Yes, well, we want to leave you.
That's
We
good.
want to leave you with a smile on your face. Well, a groom and his mom stunned guests at his wedding after their first dance turned into a memorable mashup. Like, the video already has 300 million views in just 1 week. Now there they are. They're doing the kind of like the happy dance, the mother-son dance, and certainly puts a smile on your face if you go to a wedding to see that. Sometimes you cry up a little bit, but then they started dancing, and they went on for and they rehearsed it. The bride was in on it, but it's amazing to see something like this, and it went to get 3 million views just this
That's
week.
awesome. I love
Wow,
Wow.
that's excellent.
Wow.
So it put a smile on
good.
our face, and we certainly hope it put a smile on yours. I'm Mia Toschi, everyone. From all of us here at Fresh Outlook, have a great week. We'll see you back here again next week. We thank Helene, we thank Tom, Dee Dee, and Dr. Bart in sunny Florida. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.